impersonating Kevin Rudd is just one of several things that I do, and it's just been an amazing journey and it's led me to all sorts of weird and wonderful events, and being in kind of milieus and settings that I never thought I would be, and getting to know people really well, like Bob Hawke, who loves my Rudd impersonation. I don't know if Kevin's over, does Kevin ever end? That is the question we've all been asking ourselves for 6 or so years. And there's already talk now, I've started writing the Kevin Rudd musical, and there's talk of a telly movie, maybe even a Tonight Show for Kevin. So the Rudd goes on in some form or other. So now it's on to the next Prime Minister, and I think that's going to be a lot of fun. With Tony, I'm going to have to move into much more an area of parody, so I'm getting ears made, some oversized Abbott ears, and I've got to get a new little wig happening. Tony seems to be receding, but there is some hair hanging in there, so I've got to cover that as well, and work a lot on the ness of Tony. So it's much more parody, rather than having a strong resemblance to someone. It's a kind of different comedic approach, and a lot of it is down to the material. And I think pretty soon we're going to have a lot of very productive events that will lead to a lot of satirical interventions on my behalf, at least. I warn you now, there will be lycra, and I'm planning a big finish. I won't tell you the song because I'm still working on it, but during that song, my plan is, at the moment, to have some rip-away trousers that will come off, revealing the budgie smugglers. And I think Australia's ready for that. I've had a lot of fun going right back to doing I Will Survive in 2010.
First I was PM, now I'm not PM, but I've been planning all the ways I can get back again. I spent so many nights thinking how they did me wrong. I grew strong, I learned how to carry on.
People keep putting it on different websites with every leadership challenge, and it's fun reading all the commentary there on YouTube from people thinking it was all over for Kevin, and of course it wasn't. Maybe it is now, I don't know. So there was I Will Survive, that was huge. Then my signature song as Rudd has been a song called Rudd is in the Air.
Rudd is in the air, like emissions on the breeze. Rudd is in the air, when I'm flying overseas.
And once I'd hit on that, I knew I had a bit of comedy gold, because it just works so well as a closer to my corporate act as Kevin. And one that really went viral was a version of Somebody That I Used to Know, the Gotye hit, which I did with my friend Gabby Milgate being Julia.
I told myself that you were right for me when I had you as my deputy. Back in 07, it's an ache I still remember.
Get over it, kid. Leap into the green energy future.
I think the last one I did was when Kevin got the leadership, and I did a version of the Beatles' Get Back, which I changed to
I'm back. I'm back.
I'll be back.
I'm back to where I once belonged. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back to where I once belonged.
I think that's the wonderful thing about Kevin, really, that he is full of idiosyncratic quirks. And certainly, the hand gestures that we all have grown to know, and I don't know if love is the right word, but kind of have a fascination with. And also his ability to create sentences that include phrases like conceptual synthesis and natural complementarities, programmatic specificity, and reverse engineered outcomes. So his use of language, his kind of complex use of language, and then of course there's the daggy dad expressions like cooking with gas and rocking it with the kids and fair shake of the sauce bottle. So as far as being a political satirist, he was the gift that just kept on giving in so many idiosyncratic ways.